All right. See, the recording has started, so I will call this special meeting of the Municipality of Anchorage Board of Ethics to order. Madam Clerk, would you like to take the roll?
Yes, Madam Chair. Ms. Pearson.
Here.
Ms. Pallison.
Here.
Mr. Kelly.
Here.
I understand Member Goodstein is excused from the meeting. And you have a quorum.
All right. I will entertain a motion for approval of the agenda as drafted. We only have 2 items today, or any, any amendments that we'd like to make to the order of the day.
Move to approve agenda.
Second.
And I support that as well. So we will move ahead as charted, which takes us to ethics complaint for potential violation 2022-11, where I believe we have a draft opinion in our packet for consideration in deliberative session. So entertain a motion to move into deliberative session for consideration of ethics complaint for potential violation 2022-11.
I don't have an invite to an executive deliberative session. I wonder why that happened.
For Pallison, I don't know, but I can forward you the invite.
If you would, that'd be great. Yep. And then with that, I would move into deliberative session, and hopefully I will meet you there.
Second.
All right, I'm supportive of that as well. Let's go to deliberative session. Waiting on Aisha's return.
I'm here.
Oh, am I? For some reason, I don't see you or Jennifer in my.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I see.
Oh no. I don't see Aisha. Or Jennifer. What am I doing? Okay, well, if everyone's here, do I have a motion with respect to ethics complaint for potential violation 2022-11?
Yes, I move that the board has decided under 115-160A2A to decline or cease its review of this complaint at this point because there's presently available an adequate remedy for the grievance stated in the complaint. And a response to that effect will be drafted by Paul. That response in the report on this should include some analysis as discussed in deliberative session about elected officials and their ability to use de minimis use of municipal resources for their usual and customary duties under 115-110 C2. Some discussion about that as discussed in deliberative session. Once that draft report is completed, the board has authorized the chair to sign that on the board's behalf.
Second.
All right, and I support that motion as well. So it looks like we have reached conclusion on our deliberation of ethics complaint for potential violation 2022-11. Thank you, board members. In particular, thanks to you, Aisha, for your work in drafting and trying to put some framework around that as your last draft opinion in this tenure on on the board. So now we are on to request for advisory opinion 2022-10 from Assembly Member LaFrance. And here, I think we were just wanted to discuss where we land. We considered the request for advisory opinion. We provided additional feedback into the response generated by D. Ennis, and I had asked Mr. Avasti to draft and put a draft response together, which is in the non-confidential items packet, which basically says, we had talked procedurally about, do we dismiss this? Do we ask, Assemblymember LaFrance to withdraw this request? And I didn't think that was appropriate because we did consider the request and weigh in. So this response provides that outlines that we did provide review and input on the proposed ordinance, and that we believe the ordinance addresses the concerns, and basically that we recommend adoption. Although I'm not sure at this point if where that ordinance is in the process of adoption. So that's what this draft opinion says. In lieu of a dismissal or withdrawal of that, it has us basically saying we reviewed it, we approved, we recommend that the new code language as a resolution of Chair LaFrance's question. So
Madam Chair.
discussion. Yes.
If I could just add, this is on the Assembly's agenda for April 11th to be heard as a public hearing item, so they'll consider it then.
Okay, perfect. So we're timely. So this would go into the record as the Assembly, as the Board of Ethics supporting this ordinance change.
It could potentially be a late on the table item, yes.
Thoughts, input, feedback into Mr. Vasti's draft opinion, which is on page 4 of the non-confidential packet. And Paul, I'd say I like the opinion a lot. Thank you for drafting it. So from where I said, I think we should approve it.
I agree.
I think that makes good sense. Yeah.
Okay, do I have a motion? I guess the only thing I'd say is we should change the date. It's still dated the 23rd of March, so we should update it to today's date and then vote to approve.
All right. Move to approve with the changed date.
And second?
And I support that as well. Okay, so that resolves our consideration of a request for advisory opinion 2022-10. And with that, I think we've taken care of the 2 items that we had on our agenda. Are there any member comments?
Asa, we'll miss you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's been fun. So yeah, I'll miss you guys too, and good luck going forward. And thanks for having me.
Thanks for all of your work. We will definitely miss you. All right, and from there, I guess, Madam Clerk, are we waiting on scheduling our next meeting because we don't know who our new members may or may not be?
Madam Chair, that was my thinking, is that we could wait until after the April 11th Assembly meeting to see what happens and go from there. That is okay with the board.
That sounds right to me. I don't think we can really do anything else at this point.
Yeah, right. Agreed.
All right, do I have a motion to adjourn?
A final
moved.
motion to adjourn.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Come on, I want to do it. Motion to adjourn.
Do you have a second, Terry?
Second.
All right, excellent. We stand adjourned. Thank you all for your time today.
Oh, thanks, sir. Thanks, everybody.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.